Welcome, 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 welcome. The time is here. The time we've been waiting for is here. Don't forget, my name is Timothy Anete. And as always, I'll be very detailed, very calm, and I'm going to spend the next few minutes to share with you how best you can build digital trusts. All right, let me reduce some of the noise we may be having, but for now, let's see how many people are joining us. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Quickly, I know most times you may be wondering, how do we build digital trusts, most importantly in this age and time? How do we build digital trusts in this age and time where we have so many people doing the same thing, so many people speaking the same language, so many people seeking validity? You know, as a realtor, you are my focus. As a realtor, you are the one I am actually coming live here to talk to. All right? How best can you build a digital trust for and with your prospects? All right, I'm still waiting for some of us to join in before I roll in. You know, it's in Nigerian time. This is exactly 5:03. So the broadcast was promised to go live at exactly 5 p.m. and here we are. All right. Okay, so digital space requires lots of deliberate actions. For the fact that it is called social media, for the fact that it is called search engine, for the fact that it is called a website, a blog, or whatever it may be called, does not mean that you can decide to do whatever comes to your mind at any time, any day. No. It is okay. So number one, the number one primary thing you must do as a realtor is to make sure that you are very visible. You must be very visible. Now, visibility on social media, visibility on search engine, visibility on different available digital platforms is not something that you should negotiate. But the problem is, how should you be visible? You shouldn't be visible just being Timothy Anete. No, you shouldn't be visible just being, for instance, maybe I wanted to say Anete's homes, if that exists. But that's just an example, or XYZ homes. No, that's not the idea of visibility. When we are talking about you being visible, you should be visible just for a reason. You are visible to build authority. You are visible to communicate your expertise. You are visible to communicate your experience. You are visible to communicate your knowledge, right? To communicate your solution, to communicate what you know will benefit your prospect. You are not just visible because you want to promote your property. No, That is not the idea of visibility that we are talking about. You are not supposed to be visible because you want to gain people, because you want people to know that you have a property to sell. Not just that. One, you are visible because you want people to see you as an authority in real estate industry. You want people to see you as one whom they can bank on when it comes to real estate investment. You want people to see you as one who has deep experience in real estate investment. You want people to see you as one who is consistent as a realtor. You want people to see you as one who has best property locations, best property analysis, one who has deeper knowledge in best locations people can invest in, not just someone who has properties to sell. No, if you project that way, you will only succeed in making yourself a desperate realtor who is only interested in your prospects' money, not really that you are ready and willing to help them in maximizing their investment, thereby giving them good return on that investment. That is who they want to trust. That is the person they want to rely on. Okay, so the number one thing is, in order for you to remain visible, which is the primary thing in building trust. For instance, if someone goes to Google and type for example, real estate company to invest to real estate company to buy a property in Lekki or Ekpe from, all right, you should be able to come out. If someone goes to check out an estate he has heard of, Itunu Estates, Amen Estates, you should be able, your content should be able to come out as part of those who are promoting that estate, if at all you had ever made an attempt to share to your audience that, yeah, I am promoting this estate. You should be able to come up on social media, on search engine, on top blogs, on different digital platforms. When they search on LinkedIn, you are not supposed to joke with it. Go to Google, go to social media, search for those estates, search for those properties that you are promoting alongside others, and see which particular content shows forth. Now, these are how to measure your visibility. Your visibility is not just when someone directly looks for you by going to Google and type Timothy Anete, or by going to social media and type Timothy Anete. No. When someone is deliberately seeking a particular information about a particular estate that you are directly promoting, your content, your promotion, whatever you have shared about that particular estate, about that particular product, about that particular property should be visible. You should be seen. You should be felt. All right? They need to see that your communication about that particular property is there on social media, on search engine, and they should get to know, okay, if you have snapped, if you've done videos about this particular property, you must be able to bring up and share with the right keywords, with the right search engine visible tools and tags that will enable Google to crawl out your own when your prospect seeks such information. All right? Now, to gain this, that is, you must daily create and share content about your properties, about you, and about your expertise, about your knowledge, about your skills, about how you can help solve the property problems that most investors, that most people who intend to invest in a property are asking, the questions they are asking. You are already giving answers to them. If they go to Google and search how to avoid being scammed by real estate agents, your content should be out on social media and Google for them to read about that. Now, these are the content you should deliberately create and share. What documents to verify before buying any property in Lekki, in Ekpe, in Aja, in Ibeju? Your content should be among the top ready and visible content on Google, on social media. Now, you do not know what this thing will do to you for you. What it will do for you is that it will establish your brand image. It will place you as an authority in that niche as a realtor. It will place you above others. Now, when someone sees result that has to do with your name, redirecting them to your content, redirecting them to your platform, that you shared how they can avoid being scammed by fake agents, how they can avoid buying wrong properties, basic most important documents to verify before making payment for any property. These are unique and important content people search for. At the same time, when you go to Google and use Google keyword tools, which is one of the most easy to use keyword tools out there on Google, you can find out what your prospects are readily searching for every day, what content they are searching for every day, so that you can by yourself be able to furnish them with the right content that align with their daily search. You don't have to start, bothering your mind on what are my audience searching for, what are my prospects looking for, what are they looking for in terms of this content. No, you don't need to do that. What you need to deliberately do is that you have to go and find out what they are looking for and give to them. No need of you sitting back to think out what you should do, the content you should write. Go and find out what they are seeking, the information they are looking for. Use the Google keyword tool and find out what they are searching for based on a particular property that you are promoting, based on a particular content, a particular estate that you are promoting, based on a particular location that you are about to start promoting, and make sure that you maximize your content around that area. Make sure you maximize every of your effort, and this is how to dominate. When you want to create and share content, you don't create today, you are sharing content for Itunu Estate. Tomorrow, you are sharing content for MN Estate. The next tomorrow, you are sharing content for an estate in Port Harcourt. Next week, you are sharing content for a property in Abuja. No. You are becoming inconsistent, and you are already giving social media and you are giving social media algorithm confusion in ranking. When you consistently and deliberately create content on a particular area for at least 1 week without diverting to another thing, social media algorithm will be able to collect your effort, the tags you've used, the keywords you've used, that is the hashtags you've used on every content you are sharing consistently every day for 1 week. Your social media algorithm will be able to gather them and make them visible together, rank them based on the search that will be coming in on that particular related instead and keywords you've used. And then on your search engine as well, you are also going to be able to give the search engine the ability, the opportunity to collect your keywords, analyze, crawl them, and rank you based on your effort consistently for at least a minimum of a week. But if you can do it for, let's say, 2 weeks to a month, concentrating on one property, concentrating on one area of focus and content, imagine creating content on how to educate your prospect on how to avoid being scammed by fake realtors or fake agents, and then you consistently write about this for at least 1 week with unique keywords and hashtags. Trust me, when anyone is searching for such keyword, you will always be top. All right, and then you are promoting a particular property. Instead of promoting this one today, promoting the other one tomorrow, promoting another one next, you concentrate on one and also find out what people are searching for based on similar property, and deliberately serve your content, be it in video, be it in audio, be it in content, in written form rather. You deliberately serve it, you will be amazed at how well you will rank. All right, so that is when creating and sharing daily is not just about you. All right, you create about what people care about. You create what people care about and share them. The distributing pattern and making your efforts result oriented is by creating what people care about, what your prospects care about, not what you think you want. You don't create what you think you want. Before I come up to create any content for you here, I have gone to check what most of you are looking for. And then that is what I use to create content for you. All right? Now, the number three thing is promote as an authority. Strategically promote as an authority in this industry. As a realtor, nobody wants to invest with someone who is just coming in to look at someone who just want to start today, or someone who just decided that okay, he heard real estate is profitable, let me just divert interest, or someone who is an e-commerce expert and he also wants to be a realtor. No, people want to see an authority in that particular industry. And then being an authority is not based on what you tell them. It's not that you want to tell them, yes, I'm a realtor with experience, I have been a realtor for 10 years. Nobody cares. That is one of the things you must know. Nobody really cares how long you've been a realtor. What they care about is, okay, you've been a realtor for a long time. Let me go and check out Timothy Anete as a realtor. And then they get to Google and they search Timothy Anete, and there is nothing that is attached to your name as a realtor. No video that is visible with your name as a realtor. No written content, no audio that makes you visible as a realtor. All right, you have not created strategic content that boost your authority personality. All right, to be regarded as an authority in real estate industry, you must be able to show your expertise, you must be able to show your consistency, you must be able to show your deep knowledge about the industry. You don't show this by telling people how many years you've been in. You show this by showcasing your knowledge, by showcasing your experience in written, in spoken, either in video or in audio form. This is why deliberately creating content daily for this purpose is a must, and creating content that boosts your authority is also a must. You don't create content just to sell. I've said this a couple of times. You create content to build your brand, you create content to build your personality. Even when you want to promote a particular property in an estate, you don't just go to the property to make videos and come back to post. You make the videos of the property, come back, sit back, and silence the noise that came with that particular video you made. Now make a voiceover. Your voiceover is not to tell you this parlor is big, the sitting room is big, the compound is big. No, that is not what the voiceover should be. That will not build your personality, that will not build your authority. What you should do is analyzing the property. Today, this property is worth about 120 million naira, for example. In the next 5 years, it's been estimated that this location alone, that is the landed property that this building is situated, will be worth about this amount, and then the building in itself will be worth about this amount. Now, this is to say that if you invest 100 million naira on this property today, in about 3, 4, 5 to 10 years, this property will be worth 20 times the amount you've invested today. Now tell me, with the fluctuation in this other investment option, would you rather want to gamble? Would you rather want to try this that is not guaranteed, or you will want to get on a bankable, guaranteed, appreciable, assured investment in this aspect? Now, this is not a self-acclaimed data. It's been projected by surveyors that came for this property before the price were estimated, that based on this verifiable data, you have a secured investment that is able to beat even the dollar exchange in the nearest future. Based on the, I'm just trying to let you know, this is your field as a realtor. These are the things that will build your authority. You have taken pictures, you have made videos of that estate, you've taken pictures, you've made videos of that location, of that property. You have to sit back and project your expertise. You have to sit back and showcase your authority by analyzing the location, while your competitors are busy talking about how beautiful the building is. The picture and the video already has that. They see the beauty. People who have money to invest have seen the picture, they've seen the environment, they can see the landmark. Of course, you will have to tell them the land measurements. They will see that already, but the most important thing they want to know is, you have to tell them the environment, how safe it is, how habitable it is, the appreciable measure of that environment, and then the investment projection in that particular environment and location. These are the things that these people are looking for. These are the information they want to hear. Don't waste their time going to talk about what is not necessary. No. Talk about what they want to hear to build your expertise. They go to Google, they see you analyzing property. They go to social media, they see you analyzing property investment. They come to your YouTube channel, they see you analyzing real estate investment. You are not just talking about buy my property, buy my property. You are analyzing investments. You are now not just a realtor, you are an investment expert. You are a real estate investment expert. You are able to project yourself as an investment expert whom they can trust, whom they can put their money on, because with your knowledge you cannot recommend a bad property. With your knowledge you cannot recommend unverifiable property. All right? People want to trust people who have knowledge. They trust people who have knowledge, who have experience, and people who have showcased this knowledge, not people who have this knowledge but keep them. All right, building the trust is when you have been able to project this knowledge and experience that you have. Show up. It could be 1 minute daily video. All right, so the number four, rather, that was number three. The number four thing is that you must be human. All right, you must be human. Let your personality be felt. Let your personality be felt. Come up live. This thing is, there is no magic to this. When you are trying to be visible on Google, don't let it look, I want my company to be visible. It's okay for your company to be visible, but the funniest thing, people want the name behind the company. People want to know who is behind that brand. People want to interact with human. This is one of the things even brand as big as banks understand. When banks were building robots that were able to interact with their customers, what they did was they named the robot a real life human name, so that when a response is coming from this robot, you will not feel it is a robot, you will feel that human name. And when I'm going to teach you email marketing for realtors, I will also let you understand how Bolt we are able to establish a unique image of human Uche. Now, if you are in Lagos or any major city in Nigeria, Abuja, Port Harcourt, or any other major city that has Bolt driving there, and you had signed up on Bolt app, you must have received email when Uche was still with Bolt. And the uniqueness of Uche made everyone look for that email every day. I saw so many of my friends complaining that Uche every morning, Uche from Bolt, every day Uche from Bolt, tomorrow Uche from Bolt. Now it was a deliberate act of establishing that human feeling in their marketing. People, your prospects want to feel who you are. They want to see that human nature in you. They don't want to relate with a robot. They don't want to relate with just a company. Yes, we want to invest with XYZ company, but who is behind the XYZ company? Let your personality be felt. We are not saying that you should not build a system that your business functions without you being directly involved, but let human personality be felt in every of your marketing processes and communication. All right, now number 5, don't be a motivational speaker. Show real data. Don't be a motivational speaker, show real data. Now this is what I mean. A few years back, I criticized this art. It came with a beetle, and then it side by side with a property. And then the ad was, if you had invested the money you used in buying this beetle that is already dead and no one will want to drive it today even when gifted, you would have invested this money in this property, and today it would have been worth millions of naira. I don't see it as a good art. And every marketing professional will tell you that it is not a good art. There is something in marketing that we call throwing stones at your enemy. You are not supposed to throw stone at your prospects. You are supposed to help your prospect throw stone at their enemies. But with that approach of putting the cap they probably had because they did not invest in a property, you are now the one throwing stone at them. Now you are becoming a motivational speaker who is trying to condemn, instead of you to show real data, bring them in, educate them, and show them reasons they should invest in property rather than trending and latest vehicles. You are already condemning, throwing that stone at them. Now, that is throwing stone at them in marketing means condemning. All right, it was not their fault that they bought the car. Most people buy cars for convenience. It is not for show off. You cannot totally void people getting vehicles for their convenience. You can actually bring up your investment ideas that will aid them still have their convenience and still invest in your property by showing them real data, not coming up with condemnation. You are trying to build trust. The moment you appear as one who is throwing stones at your prospects, they will not be comfortable investing with you. They will not be comfortable investing with you. They are already seeing you as an enemy, because whoever throws stone at them becomes an enemy. What you should do is helping them throw stone at their enemies, meaning that you should come up and tell them how you wish you were in contact with them years back when they were about to make this investment decision, when they were about to make that vanity purchase decision. You would have actually advised that they invest in this property at that time and then use the proceeds of the property and get this vanity later. All right, so it is okay to show real data, how they can first of all teach your prospect how to invest in assets and then use the proceeds of the assets to buy vanity. That is how to project, not being a motivational speaker coming to throw stone at them, condemning them for their decision they made earlier on. No. All right, number 7, be analytical. All right, set the record straight. Be very analytical in your projection. Don't just come to tell me Epe is the new Lagos. Why is Epe the new Lagos? Don't just come to tell your prospect they must invest in Lekki, they must invest in Ajah, they must invest in Ibeju, they must invest in the that part of the location you have the property. Don't just tell them they must invest in Aton. Then don't just tell them they must invest in that part of Port Harcourt where you have properties. Don't just tell them they must invest in that part of maybe or where you have property, in Oka where you have property, in Abuja when you have property. Be analytical. Tell them why. There is no one who doesn't want except they don't have the finance to buy the property. Everyone has interest in having that asset to their name, a property to their name. But be analytical in letting them know whichever location you are promoting at that time, why they should consider that particular location. Don't just throw the properties out. You must be able to place out your reasons. Be analytical well enough for them to see that, yeah, this person understands what he is doing. That is how they will get to trust your process. That's how they will get to trust you. All right, distribute social proofs. Distribute social proofs. These are basic things everyone who wants to project digitally must know. Have you sold any properties? Distribute the proof. Have you taken people for inspection? Distribute the proof. Do you really have these properties? Distribute the proof. What are the documents for these properties? Distribute the proof. How long have you been in real estate business? Distribute the proof. All right, let there be social proof. They should not be asking you before they find it. They should not be looking for the social proof before they see it. It should be easily accessible. Social proof is one of the ways to build your trust. All right, it helps you to show to your prospect that yes, you are not the first person I am speaking to. You are not the first person that is about to buy from me. But I am doing this because I know that this will help you. All right? Let this be a convincing content for you to know that you are not the first here. You are not just coming to experiment with me. There are people who have gotten properties from us home and abroad, have helped Nigerians in diaspora to secure property, and then these are the proofs I have. You have to show this proof. 1 minute video proof, 2 minute video proof. This is why when people who have patronized you say a one thing or the other about you, you should take it personal. Yes, that's a very important social proof for you. All right, create a routine and maintain it. Now, I have talked about consistency in creating and distributing content on social media and other digital platforms. When you are creating content, you must map out the goal for the content. You don't just come up and create content. There must be a goal for the content you created. What is your primary goal for creating content every day? So you must have a routine. Now your routine is that you can decide that every day between the hours of 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. you show up live on a particular social media channel. Every day you will show up on Facebook, or you show up on Instagram, or you show up on YouTube. Now, one of the things you should know is that YouTube is owned by Google. By so doing, you are automatically building your social visibility, your search engine visibility, by showing up on YouTube always. And then you should also consider writing every day or at least once a week. All right, now whenever you are creating this routine, create it in a way that you have the convenience not to miss it. Don't just be eager to create it. There must be convenience in you that you are not going to miss it. When I was working with a client in UK based client, who owns a clinic, and I was their digital strategist. All right, I was to create different strategy for them to penetrate the UK market digitally, and I found out that no clinic is creating intentional is making intentional effort to have a routine of coming up on social media to speak about their solution weekly. And then we created a weekly routine every Wednesday for them. Meet the doctor. That was just the title. Meet the doctor. And now the doctor will come up to discuss a particular topic based on their solution, based on what they offer in their clinic. Different topics every week. All right. Every Wednesday, meet the doctor show. It became a show. All right. The routine stayed. It became a show. Meet the doctor show. And then every Wednesday, the doctor will come up, and then there will be a Q&A session. The people who joined live will ask questions from the doctors and the doctors will give them feedback. The question will come in the comments. The doctors will then give feedbacks from the comments, and by so doing, what they were able to establish was that in that particular area of their services, they have authority, they have expertise. All right, they can handle this because they were able to give free consultancy, and then when the consultancy gets deeper, you are recommended to visit the clinic, and then there was an immediate form that pops for you to complete, so you can be given a schedule for your visit into the clinic for your for to meet the doctor physically. Now this can be replicated for your real estate business. Create a routine. All right, meet your realtor. Now you can have this topic weekly, you can have this routine rather weekly. Choose your channel and maintain it. It can be YouTube, it can be Facebook, it can be Instagram, but maintain the routine. Make sure that you show up every day you have said you are going to show up. If it's going to be weekly, specify the day in the week and specify the time. and make it a thing. You must show up every day that you have specified. All right, and then this becomes a routine, and then this builds your trust. When you have been able to consistently maintain your routine, you will be shocked that a lot of people are already seeing you as an authority. They trust your consistency. All right, and with this, you'll be amazed on how people can easily trust you when they get to search and then they see that your contents are more than every other person who projects similar thing on social media, on search engine as well. Show up every day, create a routine. All right, and above all, the last thing here is communicate your result. When you have made effort in selling out a particular estate as a developer, when your estate has been sold out, share your results. As a realtor who joined in selling a particular estate, a particular property, when you are counted among the top 10 sellers, capture it and share your success story. All right, communicate your results. When you are awarded, communicate your results. These are the things that build your trust. Don't bundle them. Learn how to distribute your results in every platform. Distribute on LinkedIn, distribute on Google, distribute on YouTube, distribute on Facebook, distribute on Twitter, distribute on Instagram. Distribute your results. It's important. This is how to build trust. When they get to see you being visible more than your competitors, you are telling them you know what they don't know. All right, and this is something to be proud of. Okay, now creating all this, you must be very intentional. You must be very intentional about it. You have a lot of competitors. You must see what they don't do and take advantage of it. You must also see what they do and take advantage of doing better than what they do. All right, go to Google, make your findings. What are your prospects looking for? What are they intentionally searching for? And make sure that you come up every day and show up about this daily. All right, that will be all on this live. Okay, I'm very convinced that you learned a thing or two on today's broadcast on Marketing Lab Weekly Clinic. All right, today was the Marketing Lab Clinic. We have a weekly clinic, and today's topic we talked about how to build a digital trust as a realtor. How to build a digital trust as a realtor. And I'm sure that you are going to take out time to implement some of the things I have shared with you today. Things you are supposed to do are not necessarily something that sounds magical. No. Some of the things that you are supposed to be doing daily to get results are things you already know. What I have just shared with you here are actually things we teach in paid session. All right, but notwithstanding, on the 3rd of December, I'm having a live class for realtors. All right, I'm having a live class for realtors in Lekki Phase 1. I want you to be a part of this class because it promises to be an amazing time. Two things I'll teach there. One is that I'm going to teach practically how to filter out people who have money. Most importantly, Nigerians in diaspora who have financial capacity, and Nigerians in Nigeria who have financial capacity to buy properties, not just people who are only interested but can't afford. All right, I will teach you how to practically filter out those people who have money to buy properties and are ready to buy. And I'm also going to teach you how to create your digital visibility, practically things to do, is most importantly how to become visible on Google. Not only when your name is searched out, no, when properties are searched out, when realtors are searched out, how you can on search engine. When a particular estate is being searched for, what you should do to remain visible on search engine. All right, these are things you must know and implement in your real estate business daily to stay really top of your game. You can't afford to miss it. Join me on the 3rd of December for this event. It's holding in Lekki Phase 1. And the address will be communicated. You can WhatsApp me on 090 222 02559 for the details of the training. 090 222 02559. If you want to be a part of that training, send a message to that number on WhatsApp, 090 222 02559. Just tell me you are reaching out because of the training on the 3rd of December for Realtors, and I will furnish you with every information, including the payment requirements. All right, until I come your way some other time, my name is Timothy Anetier.